Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. I'm really glad you're here today. My name is Erica, and I'm a student intern at Awaken Wellness Center. This series is really just about supporting your emotional well-being in real, practical ways. And my hope is that each week you leave with a little more understanding of yourself and something you can try in your everyday life. So wherever you are today, you are welcome here. Now, before we get started, I just want to share a quick reminder that the information in these videos are meant to provide education and just general support around mental wellness. And it's not a substitute for therapy, mental health treatment, or professional support. Everyone's situation is different, and if you need more individualized care, I encourage you to reach out to a licensed mental health professional or another resource that you trust. And if you're experiencing a crisis or feel unsafe, please contact your emergency services or crisis hotline for immediate support. Now, let's talk about something that affects many people, but not always discussed openly, and that's money. Financial stress is one of the most common sources of anxiety. Research has shown money is one of the top stressors reported by adults. But financial anxiety is often not just about how much money someone has. It's often connected to uncertainty or just feeling out of control. Today, we'll talk about how money affects mental health and why financial anxiety happens, and one simple habit that can help reduce financial stress. I'll also give you a small weekly challenge you can try this week. So let's talk about how money affects mental health. Financial stress can affect people in many ways. It may show up as constantly worrying about bills, debt, or just unexpected expenses. It can also affect your sleep, concentration, and even relationships. When the brain perceives financial uncertainty, it activates the body's stress response. This is the same system that comes activated when feel threatened or unsafe. When that stress continues over time, it can lead to symptoms such as irritability, fatigue, difficulty focusing, and increased anxiety. Some people even begin to avoid their finances because it's just overwhelming. And while avoidance may reduce stress in that moment, it can increase anxiety over time because the uncertainty remains. Research also shows that financial stress affects decision making. A study published in the Journal of Science found that financial stress can increase cognitive load. This just means financial worry takes up mental energy and makes it harder to focus, plan, and make decisions. So let's now move on to understanding financial anxiety. Financial anxiety often develops when people feel uncertain about their financial situations or unsure where their money is going. When there's a lack of clarity around finances, the brain tends to fill in those gaps with worry. And this can create a cycle where people feel anxious about money and avoid addressing it. Financial wellness is not only about how much money you're making or increasing your income. It's also about feeling informed, prepared, and in control of your financial decisions. One of the most helpful ways to reduce uncertainty is by increasing awareness of spending and financial habits. And this is where budgeting can be helpful. So let's talk a little bit about budgeting as a mental wellness tool. Many people think budgeting is restrictive or complicated, but budgeting can be simple as a plan or a simple plan for your money. Research in financial psychology suggested that people who track their spending and create basic financial plans often report lower levels of financial stress and greater feelings of control. Budgeting supports mental wellness in several ways. First, it can reduce that uncertainty. When you know where your money is going, your brain doesn't have to fill in those gaps with worry. Second, it increases a sense of control. Even a small financial decision can help people feel more empowered and in control. Third, budgeting helps align with personal priorities. When people intentionally choose how they spend their money, they often experience less guilt and more satisfaction. You don't need a complicated system to start budgeting. Even small steps can make a meaningful difference. So let's talk about simple steps to start budgeting. If you're new to budgeting, there's a few simple steps to help you begin. First, you write down your monthly income. Second, you list your fixed expenses like housing, utilities, gas, car bills, and groceries. Third, you track your spending for a short period of time so you can see where the rest of your money goes. This process is not about judgment. It's just to help you build awareness. And awareness is often the first step towards reducing financial anxiety. Talk about a financial wellness challenge for the week. I want to leave you with something simple that you can try this week. So for the next week, track every dollar you spend. This includes small purchases like coffee, your groceries, and any online purchases and bills. You can just write it simply down in a notebook or track it on your phone. And there's even budgeting apps that you can look for and use those as well. And then at the end of the week, just take a few minutes to reflect and review your spending and ask yourself, where did most of my money go? Did my spending reflect my priorities? And what is one small change I can make the next week? Small adjustments can help build financial awareness and confidence over time. Financial awareness is an important part of overall mental wellness. When we take small steps to understand and organize our finances, we can reduce anxiety and create more stability in our daily lives. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to like and share it with someone who might find it helpful as well. You can also subscribe and stay connected with future Wellness Wednesday topics focused on overall well-being, resilience, and practical tools for everyday life. If there's a topic you'd like to see covered in future videos, please leave a comment. We would love to hear from you. And thank you so much for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself this week, and we'll see you in the next Wellness Wednesday video. Bye.